Damson Heren, and welcome to Truck and Logistics Simulator. So I've had a little mess around with this. We started off with the minivan, and you can pretty much buy vehicles when you've got the money. I mean, monster trucks and rigid trucks and stuff like that. But I have a drop side van at the moment. This is still in early access, and I will say thank you to the developer and the publisher for giving me a key. So it's an extremely new product in early access. There are possibly bugs and all that sort of stuff. Apparently this is supposed to rival the next ETS. It's supposed to rival ETS2 and ATS, which I personally can't see it. So I'm just going to get rid of timescale. I'm supposed to optimize this. There's a new update before I did the video. So we'll see how things play out. So there's no traffic laws or anything like that yet. So you come over here, and this is where you pick up your jobs. So I can use either vehicles that I own, or I can just go on for a selected vehicle. And I mean, you're from there, but you've got to go where here? I mean, that's 5,200 odd. So I select this, it brings up a loading screen. I don't want to do a review, but I kind of dislike this thing. So now it keeps bringing that up every time. So I've now got to basically load stuff onto trailers. And where's the back? Oh, okay, so it wants me to load the panel van first. It wants me to load my van up. Usually it doesn't matter which way you do this, but for some reason the game's been a little bit fussy to how it wants me to load these. Because usually it doesn't, it lets you load any. I'm guessing they've changed that. Okay, so it said that had loaded it on, but it actually hadn't. You've just got to be careful how low you actually go with stuff. The camera's really annoying. You can change and go first person, but I find it increasingly difficult to line up when you're in first with these. So literally you've got to have it up high like that. when loading on. Just because you can do horn, you can do lights, you do indicators. And if I don't load this, the game will then basically fine me 150 or whatever for not loading. So it does need, like I say, it needs work. I would prefer that the side panels come down on the side of the trailer and you can actually, you know, you can actually put it sideways on rather than having to do the back, because as you see, I'll drop the cargo on the back up, and the cargo magically moves on some magical floor. Sounds are okay, they need a bit of work. I mean, I'm going to be quite critical with this. Steering is like you're on rails. There's not really much to be said. So, as you can see, as soon as I do that, I'd like to get out of the vehicle and actually be able to just walk over to my vehicle. I mean, granted, the loading is something that ETS2 doesn't have, but you know, you've got to be very careful with trailers, you've got to be careful with the cargo on board, because you can damage the cargo. I think we've screwed the traffic lights up a little bit, because so yeah, you can tear it, there's no speed limit. So it's basically just a rinse and repeat thing. See, I've got to watch that cargo, because that cargo is like very, it's quite slow today. It's not usually like this, it's more fluid. So in real life I would not be travelling 90k just because, you know, you would be doing you're only allowed to go 60 to 70 mile an hour towing. With 70k is not. So you're only allowed to go 100 kilometers an hour. And as you see, the cargo shifts. It'd be nice to have it locked in place, because by it shifting around, that's how it's getting its damage. And the AI don't respond to you. So they'll respond if I stop. But when coming out in junctions, they don't respond, so you've got to be careful. I'm doing 60, nearly 60k down. And it's like it's breaking a little bit because you can hear it squeak. Like I said, the AI is very unpredictable. And with it stammering like this, I mean, there's a bunch of optimized performance and everything. But if that's the case, this game is using at least 80% of my processor. So it's all sort of, one open map. So there's no loading screen between stuff like that in most games. There's no rain affecting yet. At least the mirror's quite nice. But I'm carrying fragile cargo, so I've got to be careful. Fuel, obviously you fuel up. Vehicle and repair, you cannot repair. I can't go and repair my vehicle while I'm on a job, which differs from this in ETS2, whereas ETS2 you can repair while on a job. Whereas this, you cannot. You can fuel, but you physically cannot repair if it takes damage. There is a slight damage model in the game, but nothing drastic where you're going to go get so much damage and you're going to lose a wheel. Apparently fuel burns through really quickly in this game. I've yet to really see that. With regards to this smaller vehicles. That might change when it comes to the big vehicles, but I'm not too sure. As you can see, it's... crap. Very jaunty with me, and obviously I'm not going that fast. I mean, if I'm tearing it, then that's fair enough. Well, I am sort of tearing it, but like I said, it needs refinement. I mean, it's excuse me, it's an interesting concept. I mean, yes, it's a simulator, but it doesn't feel like a simulator right now. I just personally feel like it's had the simulator badge, or the simulator title slapped on it. You know, so it is in early access, but if you do want to invest in the game, which you technically are doing when you invest in when you early access. Whoa. Right. So that's me now lost money because of a strange hitbox. Okay, that's a bug. I will... I'm not entirely sure what to make of that now, because that's now, since the update, I know for a fact that thing wasn't there in the middle of that road. Because I've done this route a few times, so that's probably now cost me. How much it's cost me yet, but it's cost me. So I'm actually delivering to the... By the looks of it, I'm delivering here this time. Yeah, I'm delivering here. So I can put my hazards on. And... yeah. Reverse, see, there's definitely damage model there, because look at the front of the vehicle. But, watch what will happen to the vehicle once I complete this mission. So you can't detach a trailer at the end. I actually... well, right, so the game didn't... even though I didn't damage the cargo apparently. But I should have done, off that hit. So the vehicle damage hasn't reset, it's kept it to the way it was. Normally that would reset between missions. I'm slightly confused about that one. So it's time to go repair. The gear noises are pretty annoying. I mean, ideally, you wouldn't hear that sort of shifter for a van. You wouldn't hear the clutch and it go all the time. You wouldn't hear that. So, to fuel up, you basically just drive into the marker, switch your engine off, which I did, and then you press T. Now that's very much ETS2 sound, similar. There's no automatic engine start, you have to manually start it. So then I can come here, press, so if I sort of repair vehicle, it suddenly springs back to life. So on the minimap, you can make it bigger. You have an absolute choice of the green circles are where you get your jobs, or you can just press escape and you'll see sort of an area where it is. So there's no traffic laws as of yet. There's a lot of features to be implemented, I'm not entirely sure what they are. So I'm going to see if there's a short job. But I'm going to explain the loading thing. I'm going to do the loading thing. Alright, so I'm here. I mean, that's the other side of the map. I don't want it, don't want it. So if I do this... I hate this loading screen. It might not do it because it's a trailer. Oh no, it will. So if I now skip loading, as you can see, I've skipped loading. I'm just going to knock timescale back a bit. It's pretty slow in the transition. So you don't have to follow this GPS route. So ideally if traffic laws had been in, then that would have been really fine before doing so. Uh-oh. I'd have been fine for that as well. I probably now this time did damage the cargo. Yes, I used my handbrake. So as you can see there, loading bonus, none, minus 150 and minus 22 XP. So the game forces you to load. I do not agree with that. But it's free roam, so if I want to drive somewhere else to pick up a job, I can do. But because I haven't got the money yet, I've only got 16 grand. I can purchase another vehicle if I want to. Or you can just save up. It's 114 grand for whatever. So yeah, you can save up, you can do all that. It's not bad. It's not a bad little game at the moment. Definitely room for improvement. But you've got to be granted, guys, that this was originally done for the Switch. I've seen it on the Switch, the actual Nintendo Switch e-store itself. And it's sort of kind of PC port, but not a PC port, if you know what I mean. It needs work. It really does. So yeah, this is my short video on Transport and Logistics Simulator. Truck and Logistics Simulator. I possibly will do some more videos, just when it rolls out a little bit more content. So we'll have to see when it does. So thank you for joining me. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I shall see you next time. So until then, goodbye for now.